Love is a connection that can't really be explained.
With someone you care about, someone you think about every day.
It's a very intense connection.
I don't know what love is, actually, to tell you the truth.
Probably something along the lines of a state of being where you are more interested in helping the person that you're in love with than yourself.
Unconditional respect for another person.
Love is, it's not an emotion. It's definitely a force.
Like, if a woman loves a woman, if it's love, there's nothing wrong. Man loves a man, nothing wrong. Like, if a man and a woman love each other, it's the same, like, it's love.
So true love has to accept the other person's flaws and like the good things and the bad things. I don't think love at first sight exists. I think that's kind of bullshit. Only because love at first sight is probably infatuation. You can grow to love that person, but at first sight it's not love. It's a crush. I like that person, I really like that person. I would like to go out with them maybe. But I don't think it's
Love at first sight is not true. It was something invented by playwrights from the earlier Elizabethan era, where instead of having entire scenes dedicated to two people falling in love, they could just say, oh, love at first sight.
It's almost a chemical reaction between what another person brings out in you. So I think it's actually the fact that a person reacts with you, like a chemical equation or something, a biological, whatever you want to call it. But what they bring to the equation brings out a reaction in you that causes love. So it's a certain amount of things. So the person is kind, the person is, mysterious or, understands you. And all those things trigger things in our brain that all come together to make love. I think people do show their true colors when they're in love. When you find out about love, like when I found out about love, I thought it kind of changed me.
I think the word love is overrated. Maybe it's used too much.
Everyone sees different sort of versions. I think when you're in love with someone and you really get comfortable with them or each other, you start showing your true self. And I've had friends who have broken up with people after being together for years and finally realizing that the person, they start coming out as, not actually being who, different layers start showing.
It's love, because love takes time, it takes patience, and it takes just understanding, It doesn't just happen overnight. And it doesn't happen at first sight. I don't think that's kind of bullshit. It's romantic and it's beautiful, but I don't think it exists. It's not just that simple.
I guess, being in love with the idea of a person can be kind of disappointing because, you get there and your Romeo may not be as great as you really think he was.
I think it's better to move slower, because if you move slower, then you know that both people have patience. If one person wants to go faster, then what's their aim? What's their goal?
At our society, I think guys might move a bit faster.
Love. It's kind of a bit hard. I feel like as you grow older, you start to know what love is.
It's a fundamental need for all humans.
I've never been in love, but I've definitely had some really intense crushes.
It needs time to grow and it needs to be nurtured. It's something you can't just put away in a cupboard, kind of like John Lennon said. It's something that needs to be looked after and watered. It needs sunlight. It needs to grow from that pull.
Love to me is a passion between one another that you just can't stop, and it's never ending.
You would risk anything for that person. Sex is the point where you express your love.
Not all fireworks and stuff, and it's hard work.
It's a piece of you. Even if you can't be with that person, or you end up breaking up with that person, or you end up divorcing, or anything that happens, a little piece of you always loves them.
You actually care about someone very much. I think that's just love.
That's why love is difficult.